Yeah, you could school back, no.
Okay.
Bags, and wipes, and man, seminary drinks, no.
Yeah.
You know, most of them so money expire. Into almost Raboka, almost faithful, no, almost too good. So, say, one check, say, countdown, or they thought that they could sell it.
I'm going to turn in before expiring. No?
Yeah, so those who deal in groceries, quite a hectic time, you know. And Ebinimu so Abuapayo, Omudi Noma farm so, Omudi Debiada make us a radin mobile. He said they don't know what they are doing.
Yeah.
So I say, I also painting Biada me, I get correct. Painting you ain't being codime, you make my god any trouble the amount. So I say, young also live to your attitude as citizens of this country, Debiada Meka. Say a fapim no equal Jinadia.
Yeah.
A boamo mine, ye puntuni a canco, Bibiadane. It may come up. To the business community, we admit and we know that times are tough, especially in the Cromoton cast and our car.
And I just report and say, there was this complaint among phone 2024 registered cars in the system. Number plates, 2024 and it's almost like a true.
I think said the NT Abasa said minya a little bit of information, but not maintaining certificate. And so there are some changes be across with DVLA.
Matisa Ghana card.
Yes, those changes is very important. That Metana can say what the obi we are sharing crowd say oton share more bia. Now could Tracy and I'll be the shame because more now could Tracy. Over consider that make us say a deep basa. We be far page look a deep basa. So I think one of the things that I'm going to say, and they say me talk free ubi wa. As I see,
ube here me Ghana card. And I won't so Ghana card.
Sometimes when they demand presence, which sometimes I think because sometimes the reason why maybe presence have been my cousin the ufo be the Ghana card. So and a whole lot of intricacies. They say no, come with you, and Comono, I did not say, no, yes, one person 100%, one person close to 100%. I say the bay, my crying. So the Ghanaian and the human being, and who just space man say, or no,
abuse it. Because my car dealer back could be framed, and he was complaining bitterly. Say, on only issue, they say, Sisi and almost say. Yemfaza ko change your phone na she nti bia ma to car na free wo ho first no the other be ma me ya car no document and no picture any bia any ID card national ID sisi ano they will need your Ghana card specific and a main so me Ghana card his complaints and they say most of the cars no nkofo na they send you money we abrochire you understand nipa no abrochire ni Ghana in the ebia no mpo no o wa abrochire nti Ghana card no o mama me ye meje ne de. And so, maybe you're Ghana and you were broached. Was send the car and the Abba, adding a picture about the car and document. I can't remember. But we insist when we hear whichever way. A morning to be decided, and my me when you come across as such, I know him say. If I travel to the United States or the United Kingdom, the Omashisha or no, they cannot change it because of make of course. So in
my capacity as what? So mesre, it might be an inconvenience. But I near brings to say a per se. Take chrono and we need to comply because we are seeing area
and especially once national security area report of inchifem
a lot of inconvenience, no doubt about that. It's like road construction. You cannot complain and say foot through bomb. Also at the same time, also we see a year and its attendant challenges. They be say you only pray and hope say ebe contemama what me haro na contractor for no so omogu kwan so branama I reduce you.
And it is not they were calling for, and I don't think the DVLA would have said they were calling for say and DVLA Emma grace period. Say from this time to this time we are rolling out this thing into be a only Ghana card.
But the point is
but I think it doesn't hold water.
No, to me. Ya mama grace periods na ma o hwe telecommunications minister enya issues with the
same registration.
But emo uni ya me no kan say you too call this na who comply so it's complying in your own country near left your game no the next level no continues to be a problem for us. We are full of excuses, and any country are full of excuses. Then emu nipa na ewo mu no. Ehun sunsun so no biribi ada excuses galore. So results oriented na the mother. Excuses na the black star bedura. Excuses na the oman puntu abedura nti. Until we should just shift from those normal lifestyles, you know.
But is it the case because of such challenge in the year 2024 registered
I
cars
think
now?
they want to sanitize before they take the, which sometimes
and 2024
before they
get
off. Meaning, I am not holding
okay.
for them. I'm not part of their team.
Okay.
But they may take a crunch. They want to really be very, very sure. Say any registration this time is traceable.
Genuine.
So
genuine.
And DVLA for Mesremo. You abuzi or so.
Why?
You abuzi or so.
And maintain
so appear could be deputy. No,
sure.
You know, if you guys are there, Mr. Some of these things, you know.
Monkasa, it's not nice.
It's not nice. It's not nice. You only come in quickly.
Pay for
because it's very strange that people start getting it the 1st of even January of every month.
Sure.
Every year. Why is it that this time round, DVLA for Yanyam spokesperson. We crano, I attism from some of the workers there. Because the entire Macramicoti and say, Sir, a kaya make us a trotro cofa pinty.
Sure.
Our we are in. You call DVLA, co check number plate details, Bibiana, a Nana lawyer was a dear. Bo number basa, media contour, baby basa. And suddenly Panaji Brache, you say. And Namuntu or Mutu to rectify some of these things. Hey, you need to let people know.
Yeah.
Especially MCS who's a control, who's a re-registration for amount to be MCS say all these there are issues there. Obi a wako DVL and say biya catch us say maintain one city to kakra e wo honum.
And this whole attitude would say, start here rolling it out. Say, it's not proper.
Because you are there to serve us.
The
most important thing is DVL Jumeko no. Oh, Hosa oh so me. In this Ushana maintain one CB to be here. And Tempana Abuana what my church na Bibiako Kama. I think that they should work around it.
2024 registration.
It's very important. And number 2, another a boss to name Omaka, and then so Yankasi Yonko our prayer Ayawasu West John Dumelo.
John Dumelo.
Dominic Yonko Baku. Dominic Yonko Baku no so I know social media. Wash check glasses. If you are a young guy in the country, you just Zebra partners. Do Jai ABC gates. Campbell.
Also graduate.
Anna.
LLM in natural resource law.
And a more beautiful lawyer been on also Oba up
Beatrice. Beatrice Annan. Also, I think on your financial market. LLM in the financial market.
We need to acknowledge
Abronye so.
Where?
Abronye.
What's why?
Abronye.
Abronye.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also LLM in is it natural resource law? Natural resource law. Yeah.
We need to really.
Abronye.
We need to say. Applaud because we'll be canon or not. We take some of these things for granted. And I canon. Who say about body and or 92, 67, 89 by a nadia. Mebrunia Bresh which is very important for us. The only thing I engineered the count say, Yama addition a guide. Not and reflect Emma one casa and your mind and Wabusiano in your home infrastructure. Ye were as good as of mine. Enter Bribia that because any part of free universities P. Afibiano. Now here on mine also Yahobo boy did share say any pana. Yahoo deno ewo form both ankra juma any environment awa between there with juma any aban juma the same catch say hoisi aban juma the once the yellow moon be na 200 be na 50 be na 10 be but aban juma pa de ene wiase no say oman bia e training man say and that's one say aban be so engage enipa bi ma na aban no be mo but aban empower na the team emufo no private citizens no any one a amanoni for no so money ji kru na o ma be pie so no a o mo pese mo bie nwuma no na afi ankran so a mutimi ka se e wo nisuade we se bia se ye kuayo ana greek adwuma bi dia kọ exam na ko hese o betimi no anya yonkofo bia aboa wa kwa greek ADB na hese o betimi no adi nkomo bia enti these are the opportunities me jiri se aban bia no obomodi ahyem kina se de be ya enipa dodo na free eye you can say a shuku pon audo mu no ombetimi nya ways and means bia but it's painful to go through this painful moments. Usua de anaju ewia ahimachi desum oni tie so call tete, especially we adwuma outside usua de. One of the difficult moments in the life of every individual.
My main correction, apparently your friend is saying abronye. Yeah. Abronya the name LLM in ADR, Alternative Dispute Resolution.
Okay.
ADR.
Okay.
ADR is here one area of law back up. And what it means is say yenya asem na sa asem no nya asem a border on certain crimes. You understand? Certain crimes the court is encouraged
okay,
because of the pressure
on the court,
case load on the court. I think
it's another area. As I say, improving the power for the Jews.
It's true.
A very, very important relations anyway. And again, they are now attacker. As I say, only pebia when you addition, when you inside Jumo, only addition, but only say, Afibiano, you will Numa, said I was a Cadibia. You will Numa, a month for anything more engaged.
Yes.
In 2024, over Juma.
Yes.
A Jinan and now see by two cushion one dear. No, say a area was a bem band and 70 minutes.
I think for the youth, your friend, the Future of Jobs report.
Okay.
Yeah, it's published by the World Economic Forum. It say, you can Google and get that report and read. It will be career path. I will say we choose the employable to see a skill set where jumenya and concon.
So another person because why are careful? But maybe I'll find yourself. As you are way behind. Now you hear no better 10 years ago. They were questioning him, Diano. Benny, a quantity for Horman now they are to say there.
Future of Jobs report. Future of Jobs report.
When it addition, one the other one each now. Now,
my main way in I think your friend is saying a part on Yenina back. Enra, I met a senior appeals court judge, court of appeal judge, senior one, very popular. Na okasema, I was humbled. Okaso obi, onosi untie radio. The only program I would tie eyekosi say. Untie radio, just say. Who that's all the car mu station at 2BB from an opetro you may so be tie radio and I say 2 abo. It's the only program would tie eyekosi and. Boy abaso say juma in the young question judgment or kind of many atete. You know, it tells because I will share the caliber of person. This is a court of appeal judge. He can get on the Supreme Court. You know, say new man kakran I mean, for him to even say categorically so on untie radio. The only program on Ghana radio was humbling. I think they are sudie and out so. So we have to do a lot, and we assure all of them say to the best of our ability with the help of God to maintain the standards and to meet the expectations.
Yeah, that's it. And what's our standards are some there and which is no GJ for the president natural criteria.
I think we have a press conference.
But I keep talking about standards, Obi, and fairness and firmness and objectivity. I think the idea can who share krata or chrekwan. Meaning, say President knows that to me crowds with me trust our krata. Because Unina so be or the krata. Me and Casameji better cry.
Yes.
The idea branch and the crowd more can asem. Say asem or beer.
Yes.
I suppose FM. I post you for a war on the decade. And to the best of my knowledge, the GJA4 in Sianemu 4 our central region.
Oh, sure, there's a regional association, yeah.
The Tosubium Crown in Jamukra as a branch and crown on one GJA member, which is not even a case. Once or a journalist, because I'm a member of GJA.
Sure.
It is central region GJA, you know. As we speak, they've not even sat on the matter to give a report to the national GJA. So what you say? What was the basis? And police investigations, man, Akoswa, were finalizing a way. GJA a copy of that report plus the omunko for aye. What hearing? Nomudiama ni pakura mususi omko tusa anamona president regional show de kasano. Emani bejina hokasa bibri say open blacklist. What the blacklist I say? You need GBC, GTV time. And even with that, only that power or locus. I repeat, only that power or locus. Because the game is objectivity, fairness, and fair play. nye emotions na wo be say na sa na ye wo dia say be say wo corporate president kura no Fourth Estate Manase managing. Document is only about your person and the things that you were doing. The Ghana Journalists Association did not blacklist you. They didn't take you out of the race. They gave you the opportunity to come and lead the journalist institution. They be America. For journalism and journalism in form. We will never support that. But at the same time, if we don't critique ourselves, then if you say we have a certain power which is limited. Your power is not limited though. It's very much limited.
Yes, it's subject to
yes, of course. Yeah. It is maybe one man, Miss Reno. Also some pray as if they are pray to now sometimes I wonder because the GJA that gives Alfred Dazi and PAV and someone or more market can if this is the GJA now more running this country there, it's a problem. It's a problem because yam fiti preocupe unyina nkran ni mutiti nkran emma an autocratic rule be.
But Enra the press conference, what was it about? No,
blacklist our kumsi. What was the basis?
So why almost why
no press conference obetime actually. What was the basis? What was the basis for doing that?
And maybe me follow story, but no almost why then. Almost how kumsi na then.
Me say I me so no betime actually, but the me making kan the matin okay. Any the I've checked from the central region. I've checked the status of the gentleman, and I don't even want to know whether or your GJ or your GJ. Me them classify and say at the same means obi sure. But when matters of this sort happen, central for me and careful, and especially the mother body, the president cannot just issue a BBR to BR. GJ no only press house owners of GJ a groupings of press houses are now.
No, individual journalist association. Journalist association.
Power no arrogated to themselves. He doesn't. You rule over a certain group of people, not media houses. The Ebasa now the Yanimunyam no create from because that is other man will be an OT.
Yeah, because there are sometimes
that is OT.
Or more than just for solidarity. Say Nipana at the center of this thing. Maybe I was saying I solidarity with Nipano. But maybe when say if what we all read say the alleged attack, yes, a bodyguard be a attack you be time of Moko Veteran our central region. Because the point is that once a crime, the police would have to investigate. Has there been any police investigation and report thereof I can say ABR assume see now bente no cresa won call for and a attack journalist na is there any such report?
And no, that means there's a thorough investigation.
Yeah, that should happen of course by the police.
If you listen to, I'll not even side with the minister and the MP who is still going for. Yes. I'll not side with her. I'm saying that per the no minister and Kazabeka one what is happening? All of a sudden bam.
She was not contacted.
Yeah, all of a sudden bam. That's an idea. Tell me Busa say no elections now. Controversy bebreba ho ya man na sequoia documentary be trying to influence journalists now. On office on your blacklisting. So let us be fair, let us be firm, let us be objective in whatever we do. Because over 2B, their standards are over 2, yeah. The GJA is fraught with a lot of challenges. Amongst those challenges is that you hold and be solidly behind your group and your team members. And nobody fights on that matter. Manukra Pan say you don't have the power when you have not even done any thorough investigation to conclude on blacklisting. What you say? What you say? So I beg of him. In someone who do a good show as journalist, you know, or buy no me share ni se ni bi okeka ya katua nye ya sitrem nkoyie or buy no ya be mejana sa ya katua nye ni ya sitrem nkoyie ni senator yentua mebi no any akwantu asese enya kosua de eboa enim de na sefo no on my hu the achievements me man in front of home begije sa no it's not healthy for him. It's not. And no cry dey betwa mu keke be one person oti ase oni to me ba kokora only to me when you na graphic only to me or graphics so no akonya to me was spectator anytime so no akonya to me was GTV na susuan park akonya to me multimedia. Hey, and a powerful guy power. Is it the association or his person? If it's the association, what has the association done to conclude on this matter? So members of the association should come and talk to it. Central Region 4, GGA4, they should come and tell us the investigation that they've done. The Central Region Police Department, no more one of them, they should come and tell us. We should not take things
because
for granted.
I think that is where it should start from. Say at the end of the day, the people that allegedly attacked journalists are known. Police investigation could do have the Central Region Police Oma conclude say indeed some guys are linked to Honorable Howard Kumsin, and if yes, then we take it from there. If no, then we see how Anioma Ebesia. But for now, maybe minim the GJA president nine Esisua or the make his orders. But if it's a report be a my idea, then
you need to expose that at the end of necessary for all of us to follow suit and say, well, this is a calculated attack on our colleague.
Me but I make say Ebia Omanya police report no.
Aha. The report.
Na
police report.
I don't
know. Woman na one it was a friend. Yet conclude say assume say no maintain this answer one. There's no conclusion. There's no investigation. The person in question the crown are blacklisted in the crowd. Only I don't know question crown only the idea. What is all this about? And they be all you should go for be. We continue as journalists, and I'm a kind of quality to have a certain saying
exalted view.
Exalted view. As a be mad. Because commoners and do Chadebia Oka. I didn't know be criticized or commoners and just obufu. Yeah, and I did in the part and also only who quite say ultimate criticize. Now commoners and the sebi. Nya sem na ba. Sebi manuchi nazo. Now come to criticize and adwa. Nyame aduma Juada. DC4, MMDC is 30 back from. Nani brother no, na ministers in Kura Saba.
Where a difference to trouble. For the one can we answer.
Me patch say, I don't know.
Uni who cries like I'll probably criticize and
no. Damn the so some so. It was what you have the problem. Some of so had the obey email for that.
No separate. It was GJ Diana. They are called.
Wait a Sanki san ye kana wadaro man kame ne semfata hwe nipa na wo se wabo wabaso ne yabaso enam dwumadi ayedi ye ya fene se nipa sebe ya fene se nipa na ba sa nipa wo nyina enya akwanya ti na so mutimi yi atan na na me yi metan ma mesim de metiase de ya ka wa ha se enye na emwo ma omani ntimi kan empem konkan ene se wo be yi atan ana ba kira adwene a wo di atem didi atem na ene ye the key to solving your problem. Sure. Daddy. But so Baba Casa Daddy Kwabena, the old cow high, me no one yard in a free say, be no name say, ya investigation, we are conclude. Then I'll subject the investigation to interrogation.
True. That's true.
Because investigation, and your own question are be privy to an investigation about implementing the whatever you want to implement. Nipa na also this album, Omunya Akwanya. Again, again, a man basa. Before we can arrive at some of these prescriptions are there too in terms of blacklisting. Tiba said GJ4, especially the president. So person onya impact the party onya mianim nukreni as central for already critical issues when he was being voted for when he was campaigning. Ya ketuyanye, your standards above him, your welfare and koyi, levels of compromise they go high. A friend no ma be briabe boama central you know, I am fully equipped. Obetimini scholarship secretariat for kwa eliezi ama central for binet menya kwanya akoto ato omunim dia so ama bibia akokama asempa so to be point then we can say that you are just doing that again elections be about it is the norm that Ghana Journalists Association for plus relevant institutions and organizations a issue warning to political actors you know. So central for the yenye from so bia ye de ne said ye hu ne ye den ye beka it might not be in good taste for you but it doesn't mean that ye tanwana say ye mesro bebre obi moma ye ntiase say your constitution no any onyame adom amaye a revered position as broadcasters and journalists we should secure and firmly guard that position in their mind. But we should not abuse it and think that journalists or broadcasters, no, we are seeing God. What we are seeing now is not true.
Very well. And what we'll do, and we'll try and see GGA Prebe. I think I have 1 or 2 questions for him, and then we can take it from there. At the end of the day, the basis for the orders, and all of that. He be this uncle when we get him on the phone lines. But ansana no, on next story now we say DC is be babe conform any other. And no
yeah. Onyame aduma. Akuya betra se o ba kutukutu sai Onyame aduma na akuya mu minu.
No fanechi na betra. Hono camera ni ntimi mpeke we.
Camera ni ntimi mpeke.
Edi bra. Obe kasa. No, man me na ebe kasa sese. Man information. Mate. Ekosi sense high asempa 94.7 FM. Ma yenhwe na yentoa so messages ne kakra about we say obi with regards to the Ghana card and importation of vehicles. Ghana card is required before you pay the duties. This has been in operation for some time now. I don't see why people are complaining now. To register a vehicle at the DVLA, an ID is required. I don't see why people are complaining now. My issue is with the 2024 DV plate, which was not available at the beginning of the year. And that's one there from Mike Bonsu. Mike Bonsu, thank you for your input as well. And Anthony Nukpenu says, Obi tell on my other day, LLM in fish and meat marketing bagged. Omanhene Kwabena Asante of multimedia. Anthony Nukpenu. I said you say, basically the people say, Obako LLM lotto stake na or Timase. Martin so say Frederick Champong. Your friend Achi Ewu Kumase no. Achi so called or GFA. That's one also I graduated in LLM law. LLM. I don't know the specific, but also LLM and on the primary so Williams also contest you. I know Ashanti region. Ashanti region. I want to cry ever. As soon as constituencies never. You know, ain't it? Matisse the GJ president Abba Homano so President Kwabena pom to saying.
Me just obi me chia one kadso umpa phone na yamamoduma panso.
Yanso ya dase. Na enra yete samo ye press conference. Na at the press conference no mo make some orders be to the fraternity in the country say the minister in charge of fisheries should be blacklisted. Na basis near the me pacho.
Okay, Obi, mame and that was it. The edikai. And for me you some no. Mame and clarify ade baako. The GD say as some trafo ni eduma ye. We are guided by ethics. Now ethics so my wakonya say it's some trafo and now say obi they put a press conference. Now or there's some tuja now we need clarification. And now further and better particulars and now fresh a more clarification sana who was some kind of worker. Tell me say I'm very, very disappointed. Minimum say any about Asante or no customer your friend is saying our country. Minimum so I'm a customer for also coming I don't know.
President. Hello.
Look, you see,
Mr.
Obi, this is the issue.
Mr. President.
Mr.
President.
Yourself, yes, you cannot attack DJ if you disagree with DJ. You can only over me as if you have a contrary opinion, you can,
Mr. President.
But you can't attack us.
Mr. President.
If you have a contrary opinion, say it, say only DJ Gage, now if you are so say anything. Now, so we say over attacking.
Mr. President, me pacho. Nyabotre. Say, Okaso Betima say contrary opinion. That's exactly what he did.
Nobody was attacking us.
No.
He was attacking us.
What do you call attack? Attack here, there.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that
what do you call attack?
I didn't want to go that target, but let me just come in. We didn't give orders. We made the call. There's a difference between giving orders and calling on your members. So we made a call to our members and all professional journalists, all journalists, professional journalists in this country. Say, it's in baako mmienu mmiɛnsa ɛna yi ti no ɛbɛyɛ yɛfa ahodie nti yɛbambo nti yɛ safety nti montwe mo ho ɛmfiri yɛ maame awakomsen ɛho
inti saa basis na mugina so na mese ma yɛn ho ɛyɛ basis bɛn
yes ɛno ti na yɛ kase one obi ɛba mu sɛ bɛsɛ na ɔtwe mmienu kɔmmiɛnsa ni ɛna ɛyɛ press conference ɛde nsɛm bɛto dwa na nsɛm a yɛde bɛto dwa no na ne nyinaa no ɛde sɛ ansa na afei yɛ atwa mu bɛkɔ de wieyɛ no na yɛn mpanyinfoɔ a yɛda nsɛntwerɛku batankuo n'ano a ɛnyɛ gyigye nko a yɛne other partners they are picking intelligent bebree a ɛfa ho ne ɛyɛ orchestrated yɛka sɛ attempt a ɛgɔfoɔ bi abɔ a ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmode gage yɛde silence the media na meka ne saa na yɛsɛn ɛtie bi anya a yɛ internet apɛki yɛ no ɛsan ɛwɔ mu sɛ ɛgɔfoɔ kakra bi ɔmo identify nipa ko kakra bi a bɛyɛ sɛ nipa 37 bi a who are very critical of the system ɛyɛ monyɔfoɔ yaa ɛne yankasa ya sɛ ɛkwan a yɛde saa kofo bɛfa so ni a yɛde bɛsalɛnsi ahead of the 2024 election yɛbɛka the media no wɔtum yɛde ehu bɛwura media nim na ma media no sɛbi we go about our duty with fear and panic wokɔ sɔkra na wokɔkora na ehu ɛwɔ mu yɛhu ne saa no yɛtu anamɔn na ɛho atire no yɛkɔ into a country a retreat ansa na central region ecos attack eba so no ɛne yɛfɛ 8 January ɛyɛ constitutional day sɛ ɛyɛ da yɛde bɛsɛte the tone for the year. So we're going to have a first press briefing na yada enyama bakumielu bi a yehu no edi ama sabi the system the politician one awon boss happen hu say ampa yehu say dwumadi anasa pro mo boni na yenso yafa ye ho adwen there's 4 days to the date and attack is here yes central region Kekus attack a ye kotu omokoto say yenia Cape FM isem training so edi enfakeka no na ignaso a ignaso say de di kan yenia Cape FM ni no omodi omsakeka no it was not even the person they were looking for. It was a mistaken identity. It sounds say and some year and some museum so better canon and perform you know make video on phone and no video ever send now they are to Facebook and I say mo platform so what then afford them who say and perform you know say yaba ni out say and then go for no say omuni momo omombra no mumbra be deny. We have done our investigation. We have our fact. And the guy confront to you, you say, Asumesi, enya woni Jacob anai. Enya woni Jacob. Enya woni say that ujina YouTube so udidi honorable atemno. Osi dey di enya me. Na your friend say me your friend David. Me your friend Jacob. Na me yeduma me nyeduma YouTube me yeduma KFM no say sa ene na mo say ana mo kohe mo twem emritie mu o mo twem no yan sam trofo a wo kwa kokova vetin akwahiem e wo Summer Heart ana say regional coordinating council one nine group o baby then somebody approaching them signaled from a distance, you mean with no malice, with no any, you can't say, ill mind, and I say, only, so no onye, Bonibia, and some Trodina, Sebi, so only, Sebi, and I say, Libby ho. It be free, in the move Echo Kusia. Yes, I want for me, if for me, a video. onipa na otonsa efre yenue yewonfonia enani na nseya odi ye mame okutin enama obo apro or aggressive media on a ministry, fishery ministry. We have that video. Onipa na otonsa friend ewom ejinim. We are coming up with fact, carrying evidence. Yet me draw na yen bambe address you yen be address your members in some trouble be. It's all being let us we know the ethics of the profession, we understand it better. Ayeni so. Ana oto safre yebi ebi ekosi anu yi ni phone. Oyi ni phone odi phone no kire yebi abebe ise. Oni monipa e won phone ni so. Yebi ani church mo so there be maybe me your friend David Kwabena me yes more take no yi ni ID card e dey tray abranti amra odan identity di say enye ono kra wo yi ni ID card na fa na obeka jack na obi esie nu so from the chief ansana oba take bi no obi asan abod for nanim ye nie to form nipa edionum 15 etwa do hwehia and almost all of them were in our pumps you can say a t-shirt branded. We didn't say one person. Said Yenya no ono say morning show host keep for 1 year. As say 1 year he has been practicing for more than 10 years. It's not it to be saying it's Yama only. And omo be jana so. No it's yano to share so. It is young for them trafwa or pa kokova we no what who no who say as ye and among shadows no mu dia. So they went and saved the situation. And omuchi iwi. It's a no kino and omu videos in the way to talk about anyway. And na them say the party executive the regional organizer. Asking the regional organizer did not come and address the media. Asking them, say, about executive, about regional periphery, and that they shouldn't talk about it, and that they are going to handle it. And make sure that they will bring them to book. A regional organizer, any year, look, it's a chief worker. Now, a branch here now, who is purported to be a police officer, or signal Yeniana Baya. Oshamaya Bono, na Ojinaho. He was standing there, and the people prompted, say, I brought you with the Fayette. As if the party executive or the regional organizer to be fair, the so-called or the purported police officer are not questioning an eye. They didn't. It's a trainer, and I meant the party research officer who said, then, a ball Macmillan Amanie. So when Macmillan had the issue, Saturday niano, police medical reporter, wako medicals, wako aba.
Okay, Mr. President.
Unia, busami, at least mama obi, but men build me point you.
Nami busa say, in all of this, a complaint was made to the police, right?
Yes.
Now, police for you and
yes, that is why we thought when the complaint was made to the police, you call police, later nearby my regional executive ADHD because I'm report to case in Potokraba police station.
Okay.
District police.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, police for area investigations, no.
Okay. It is executive ADHD, you will say a seminal involving the people who are involved in the matter. A certain district. So we are say they should region because this is under the regional. So they should almost not case regional. So later we got a report from our regional executives. And we now see so come say the petition call police headquarters. You can't say police signing IGP. So we wrote a petition. We petitioned the IGP. We petitioned MPP national and regional officers. And my say the police will take this matter serious, investigate and bring the perpetrators to Unia. Yama even your own authority because you will chroma Unia, you both some trouble baby, you issue statement near Kasawa, near Tiakoda, then the case will become court cases.
Mr. President, me to us here.
Yes.
I'm more refer assembly from district Eba region. Region any investigations.
And yeah, when and region for us.
Okay, what it means is the police
they didn't do anything about it.
Okay.
When we after even say you petition police, I will do press conference on the 8th January. 8th January to end.
Okay, because the issues involved, no, a crime, no.
Yes.
If police for one year investigations in year, what was the basis for some of the conclusions? Murichi, and I say Murichi in the statement you issued yesterday. Not basically,
what we said was that, and some of you can be very simple. And you have to say, now, you have our Kusa Casa on Mekasai. Yes, I tried reaching on that day because on that day I spoke to all the stakeholders, including MPP National Chairman. I spoke to all the stakeholders, including MPP National Chairman. I spoke to Macmillan, everybody. So, I'm trying to reach our Kumsi, but I'm not getting it because these are the allegations, and I said these are the claims. Soft city. So it was later in the day, later in the evening, that was after you hold the press and every year. I'm afraid. And he called in the presence of my executives.
And what it means, Mr. President,
yes.
Before the presser enrano, number one, from the Wakenya, police NUA investigations issue.
No, police NUA investigation.
Good. GJ and Kasan Sono, more internal investigation. Money. Muntie the side of how I comes in as we speak.
Yes, the side. I said, and then I make a son of my man.
Okay, my mintie the side, and I'm mutie. No, said
what we have said is that one offer, you put two issues before you. He denied completely. He absolutely denied us. I said, Mumma Mishim, and I said, Mo, you can't say, and Bob, and you say, the first person who said, have you seen my statement? My disclaimer? I said, no, we are not talking about your statement or disclaimer here. I want to know from you, sir. We are West as well. Also, there will be visual disclaimer. And I'm microphone of piano or Kobia, microphone from Sankobia. So, if somebody who is willing and ready to cooperate, at least for us to investigate into a matter.
Yeah, but Mr. President,
yes,
to be fair, we are all journalists, and we all sympathize with our brother now, Asemi Etono. No?
Yes.
But to be fair, when there is an attack like that, a criminal,
yes.
the body mandated with the power to investigate, the Ghana Police Service, yes. the GJA itself, no, needs power not to investigate some of these issues. I mean, you can investigate ethical breaches amongst members of the GJA, but issues about that on crime, then you're within the purview of the GJA. That's number one. Number two, the Ghana Police Service was a mandate, as you've admitted, any investigations be on what? Because I was reading some of the what the Ghana Web has reported, or say according to according to him, Hawa Kumsin has scoundrels around her who can harm or even kill journalists without any fear or favor because they know they are protected. And there is a quote here where says, we must keep in mind that there are dangerous people around Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin. They can kill you. Whether you are in the studio, at home, at church, at the mosque, or public gathering, they can come for your life. The GJA president added that that's because they are irresistible. They just stay away from her and be safe. These are very conclusive statements.
Very explicitly, I think that I need to send you the full statement to understand, to know what we built to that. Because oh my time, we are not getting the whole thing. First of all, when your friend is saying MPP for when tax echo invade UTV, we saw the tax, we saw those who were involved. We came and we didn't wait for the police prosecution or police to finish the investigation to condemn the tax, calling on MPP to do the needful. What we are doing, we are not prosecuting. The police is doing its work and we haven't interfered in the police work. What we are saying is that we believe that justice delayed is justice denied. And even if police is doing its work, we also have right to say that if there is no cooperation, even the leadership and us only partner, that you can't say harm to our brother, no, has not given us that due. Even after say Yanene Kasa, after say Yanene Kasa, man is now so, and son of Obedia to Muse, and here Obeba will are getting back to us. One getting back to us.
Okay.
The party did not get back to us. The police, like we all know, there are so many cases. It is the police. This that year when we are 5 years, police is not done with the investigation. Doesn't mean we don't talk about it. Obi just told me. What we are saying is very simple. That we have enough evidence to substantiate our position that almost say sir at the Bonnie Nechino. Almost say you bro no Nechino. Obi more attack. Ebam say witness visa. Say sabi who say nipa do gusuno obi bo ha. Any ani betima ko betima from machine nkwa.
Yeah, Mr. President, no, I agree. I mean, and like I said, we all sympathize with our brother. But at the end of the day, a crime, the
crime, the investigative body can continue with the investigation, but it doesn't mean that the people now, unless, of course, you are doubting our evidence or you are doubting the proof we have.
No, sir. Yeah, but I think because we're making a public call, and in that public call, you sought to somehow crucify the member of parliament in.
No, we didn't crucify him. If you read our statement, if you read or listen to our statement carefully,
if you read,
we didn't crucify him.
Hold on.
Yes. Okay, but Obi, what we said in our statement,
Mr. President, when you say, how Akumsin has condrels around her, who can harm?
I didn't use the word condrels. So, I didn't use the word condrels. So maybe the unlike other word we decided to use that word. Okay. That's what I'm saying. You need to get the whole statement. And we indicated. I indicated on 3 occasions in different paragraphs that we have no personal issues against the MP. Yeah, and we haven't said that the MP or the honorable has assaulted journalists. But we are saying that the call to our members is that Yankee and who free is unsaid and for are very dangerous. It's true.
Yeah, but how do you
also
the conclusion for when you say now or my speech or maybe na guys is that the evidence?
No, the evidence me say. The can make a choice. Ebam so don't just or say sitting up for this T-shirt. And you know they establish a conclusion. And conform said in a political you can say no. Yetimi kwa hang conform ombushe T-shirt yeah way. Now after that no ya yemfihwemu alinki the people na America say yenya infonu best and 9 e wonpofo a ebu ye nua no any onipa na ofre me ba ya ma ya bu ono after program oni omo nenam. This is what we am trying to establish. It is a yes sir the see here down of January okay kusuno any say almost me almost na chance odi and ye gina so. Now we have gone about that. We have gone beyond that to establish say and conforna if we omo ka wono bienu miensa bi oni omo nam enene na sen ya kra no or aggressive media ba kukwa de gina nechi make me we video no ascend.
Okay.
We are forwarded all to the police.
Okay.
It is the middle that makes them say, say, look, it's them for 2024 election year, woman. And never be brave, and the Queen say, election. Whatever we are taking on the grounds, say, oh, we don't need a fair name, see from. Now you establish a position here. Sabio, and 7 December, not cash what is a year kind,
yeah, Mr. President, I perfectly agree. My dear, in every step of the way, say, I agree with you. We all are interested in the safety and protection of journalists.
Yeah.
What I am saying is, before we reach conclusions, Bino, there should be due process followed.
You are reaching conclusions.
Hold on.
You are reaching conclusions.
No, you've made a call. You've made a call based on information.
And you know how we came out with the call.
And the call no against the guys who attacked the journalist.
It's against the guys who attacked the journalist. Obi Samitui, Obi Sotui, say who the pabon for our studio as the host.
Yes.
And Kofua, Saman for bar, Sebio, Omani Omkasaba Sabasa, and I say, Obodo Minichu Forma. Did say? No matter if you are Dominic producer, Obi no Beba also about the Kasawati Asempa. I get it because there are hostile people around you. The people may not have problem with you, Obi. They may not have problem with Omanhene. They may not have problem with Dominic, but they may have problem with the people around you because they are hostile. Two frame Krana at the Asempa. I go for the boys who go Mushi, Okokrana, they just they disregard you. Obi no Beba.
Okay.
So what we are saying is that we are not, and the cases should be say, we don't have any issues with the president of our council. You need any issue. We can't say Wakobu Centroni and Wakobu journalist. And I repeated this severally. The year can say, a certain of one now, Omabu Centroni na police for any party so. Any petition party, na party no so entity any then produce almost sanction under the party's regulation. Na ye mami akusu ya twe na adwen abaso no so any ahwe no. Some for no busu na mo a they are it's a charge obi ye bone na so no so. Na say one twe na so a. E sele den. O tene bi no omo osabi ni no dia o ma no venom. They will the next person it will be worse than what can I say happened to Yebrano.
Mr. President.
It is the American say. The American say to be empecé such damage will continue. Say to me. Yeah,
Mr. President.
Yes.
May at the end of the day, what I want is because it's a crime.
Yeah.
We hope that the police will finish their investigations early enough, and then we can, if there should be prosecution and COSO, and the guys who did this allegedly, would be punished, because at the end of the day, we said there is no vicarious liability in crime. It once Obiako committed a crime, the police would have to get us those guys and let the laws deal with them, and then we can move on. And not there, you have our support any day, any time. I think.
Out with this position. As I speak to you, we spoke to the management of multimedia. We consulted extensively with heads and leadership of the media institutions. That was Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. That's not a problem.
All stakeholders. We did an extensive consultation. We said, we joined all the fight group, media general, whatever. Anybody would matter. We couldn't have spoken to all presenters and hosts and producers. We can't do that. So what we are saying is that we did a special stakeholder engagement, and we arrived at this call. And the call, the said, so we said, we can say politicians now your for they won't take us as a right. You didn't make it from. Now get the India opening it to no.
It's okay. I think that point has been made. Yeah, that's it. That's the president of the GJA and Yetin can you could see saying so higher Sempa 94.7 FM. And at least for more Namo wonder what might have happened. I think the issues are a bit clearer for you. That's from the perspective of the Ghana Journalists Association and in Semwa Omode Atuja. Oman, yes. And Enra, Matsa wone hawa kasai, right?
Say President Amekasa.
Yes.
And he say, well, we may point I'm kind of judge the response by.
Sure.
I think it's a Mr. President. You know, say yeah, Junior said or no about China, you know. Me spokesperson for our council. In fact, I'll be proud spokesperson for our council in times like this. Say Adia o no. And namne kwaso. Ye we in community and you could see and say the proper investigative body no in fa hwehwemu bia anye den.
Yeah, that's true.
In community ye din nyina no. Nti woni ho kwan po say sebe enipa bi nima wo adwene mu no ususu when you even admit that enipa betimi ahye obi t-shirt e dine chiba na onye na chita afọ.
Yes.
Also wa personally why your own team why your investigation nobody fault you. And I'm happy that what dropped those information about the Ghana Police Service. He leads an institution of repute. And you only measured with some of these conversations now. If you come to attack, say me attack you, make sure say look us Saudi to sana mono. A weak. And I insist that it's still weak. If you disagree, I don't have a challenge. Tima Sereno. Me, I'm not a member of the GJ. I don't really want to be.
But you have to be.
No, I'm not. I have a profession, and this is another profession I might enter into. Me go school. Yeah. We'll see another profession I might be room. And to me, I'm not a member of the GJ, and because of that, meant to tune a JJ, meant to tune a a relevant institution and body. As I say in Ayaboa, Emma. And Munyame woman, it's me better.
It's me, Janaho.
Me bribia damijana me ka so bit me yaten. It's a standards no echo for ma. It's the bia that me no jina me say o man bi any studia o no. Sa man no o mo kan ko edin because one na okwohwe no. The question is, if any free ni abedu how does this happen to us? Because say nyon kwa na we GJ president ya bo sentrofo for na etieti o mo fa ahudie so. Nyon kwa what has been the approach? And what has been the results out of these approaches? What has been? Maybe Ukraine was suffer same. Ekosi saying it is opposite improve the mechanisms sebi yebu central for. Na ya nkasa kura no bi. Ya fia pokua ne joy fm ni guy na diga mechanism. Any nyante guy bi. Some are for life. Omu damage na dia mom.
Yeah.
So what I say? They are for life. He shouldn't even come across as if say Obi is so happy say ebi aden ye treating say no. My even my interest and it's because a ade border on crime.
Yeah. I think we should pile the necessary pressure on the Ghana police.
No, because tieni kasa na. Also the other 20 say empendo do na Ghana
police for no
so now what my another ministry?
Yes.
We need to direct our energy
to the
but let me
Ghana
take this
police
opportunity.
Service.
On no occasion and I may attempt to say that highly revered office and his person meto to the JJ. So susu se me kasa yemu no ebia na me no manua kochia and our no position and in the Biana. I very much apologize for that because na approach not the buy no na be on baby miss me free banasi okasa wie no ade ba kwa me ni mi nyina se tia sense ye nya hwehwemu wie ya untimi draw conclusions o adanse bi betimi ama obi hu akire na no expose na za adanse no fa koma Ghana
forward that to the police
catch media for say adanse no be koma Ghana police service ye mpem so akopem say ye nua no obenya justice.
Yes. And that's where and I think you've made a fantastic point. Say the evidence now see omo wo no no ka say opeso show chere Ghana for. I don't think that's even necessary. Those evidences should go to the police. Na emwa police for no in their invest. Because at the end of the day, the GJ cannot on our own be an accuser. We accuse somebody. We investigate. And we also conclude or judge the person. That would be way too much. And I think let's give it to the police. Now pressure police, no, because a crime. This is a crime, a crime, and we have to treat it as a crime. If let's even assume, Oman, say the people involved, no, how a comes in call for the purposes of argument, and I say you'll be uncalled for. So because commit a crime, Oman. You are not vicariously responsible for any crime. No. The person should be dealt with. Unless there is an evidence to establish a myth and a directly. But if you don't establish that, we have to be a bit.
Once again, Mr.
Careful.
President, also direct na personal media wadaroma as president of Ghana Journalists Association. At no point in time and I may attempt to say disrespecting your good office and your good person. So take it in good faith. I thought I was also bringing my opinion to the matter. I am very relevant because whether I am a member or not, by virtue of what I do, I have fallen under a umbrella. Just say me bomb me colleagues who buy, but all colleagues who buy no so. Now you see 2 year home for say. That's who 2 more money for. Now at the same time was what to a year crime was whatever for. Because yenso ye ne ye bi ene ye nyo ensem keke bi no edu ba bia na ye duebo na ahomte. Yenso ye careful, ye protected, ye guarded by what we say.
The ethics
it's very important.
Sure.
That's it. Now me come asema me can say. Onyame ya aduma juada we dey pound na minim dey na say juada we dey pound a and I
Ochineti Monday
na otwe ebisimi dey ese menya na otwe ebisimi
okay
menya prophet oja me pass biada eti na otwe ebisimi mensin crash for makoma aduasa
30
e beto from
DCs
aban
on beto from meaning say resha for beto
o mampanyin bedo omo ase for adwuma oni omo abeye ne ba bi omo de na bedu DC for MMDC
yes 30
hwebe said na watch ebisimi o say me say juada na eba
yes
but me mama ho na watch na ebisimi emu aduasa ebekọ na omo de omo nyoma egufom kama enkyere say omo modin mu anya ni so enkyeremu ne de ewo mampanyi ne kukumu ono nko ani mu nkyeremu enu achi ni to fom wi na no na afi asoafo mako enkono 9 oda so gina sa nkofo na ebi no ekasa ya omoji
say ya from
mpo se isa answer kira no den eba so ati ase nti ye wie mensi crash for ne pe me chese o wie am kasi ye wie as if say me ne se officer na ye coordinate it is o wie mensi crash for ne wie na fe watiasi
ministers ne de
aswafo so nti aswafo so mako enkono omoso onyame ya adoma omoso because in fact the Ghana for binum anadodo na no it's a mini scientific data bia no mentimi nka dodo Ghana for binum ehwe nim pa se sa aswe no eho beka sa aswe ne ka ho so I say Ghana for ehwe nim say aswe we die say o ye isachira pa na aswe
na eno nka ho dia na wa anya kranke
ti wo Ghana ni na wo Ghana aswe be no so wo go aswe ko da so me problem there the Ghana for no binum mentimi go ka dodo no the Ghana for binum hwe nim say sa aswe ne de say sachira bi aba na say ebi ni anka sa aswe ne ha no sa ebeka no ama yubia etimi akọ
9 eka ho
ya eka ho in fact it's aswe ne kwa de nanka nye bibi ne be sankan wiem a na esese nko no odi kan si fom ansana sa nwotwe no abesoso bem say still mentimi wa se wachiro kakra ti twitwiri bi guso a ekoso so ati ase na aswe ba akonso ono no hyebre no ebetimi asesa edi another level bi aba na hyebre nim enti sa aswe no omo hu se omo fa no enkosi nchen anaso omo reassign anase omo nya no na anti hono so no
aye bibia
kakra na ma kire hono but we be na otwe aye besi media bibi besi eye dien mekano Ghana for minimum mo pay minimum mo kono no more person assurance say kono wa say assume must go it mean the mini we make because na trick me me to no dia to
o be cap of man me ne be call pepe o na president I be come meeting
e dinu madam mo de mo list ba no the only thing I make my confirm mama mo say che dia che enso e be ba so che die
oh it will happen
ebeba so che dia che. And I can bet you, say even if it's a day to election, hey. I'm telling you. But when you say I can bet you, say even if it's a day, meaning that it's not quite no here. When you meet me to abanda being
a parliamentary there.
I say 2 years BBN will be. Yeah, na ka.
Sure, mu
yeah, na ka dey parliament be.
Na ka Inti Ebeka constituency no ma suspend no.
Na call parliament adwuma bi obi mbi. Ne ma bi wa gidi bi ana.
Oh, since you want approve budget na.
Inti BBN no obi.
Inti say be a loan we mo bi na be ba na any other bills are.
India.
So still anti-gay bill no that and some other bills.
And got interest levels so say akwa BBN won nti no. Aha, ba ba bi adu ni de. Ye wie aban sika opese de bon ho bra nyina no. Ya shishe hu nsem awie
IMF second tranche
abana na fi ya to primaries no awie no hwe be bibia da ne kwem pepepe again Dr. Baomia no ka se nyame adoma February Mate says ne running mate Mate say February no
Mate say ebetima akọ May
oh so what you
yeah Mate
me kwa de am say o me de ba me bosom month April but o say May rather and I'll pick yours because Mate say o say the
ebetima akọ May
ba e come media Friday na Mate says Excellency John Dramani Mahama so onyame ya adoma second week in February
second week in February yeah
second week no
obe name na running mate
nti mo amu say Kofi Boachi ne na mo ka say Kofi Boachi na ba go ba da bi Kofi Boachi no free train enye ne on his league was
na Kofi Boachi dey na a trainer and also joining as a member of the NDC or sympathizer of the NDC.
Do you really want to know about this a walking exercise Anna wako join bia what is your problem
no
any and I'm just say yi kura na Ghana for ka say Obi
say Ghana for mo hunu your
does he work with the Ghana Police Service?
No.
Is he a police officer?
No, or a retired police officer.
What is our problem?
Yeah, did you see Otimi?
Aba.
Otimi.
Police for more police adwuma omutimi jai.
Equal contest. Oh, of course. This is the only and the anyway. The open Otimi decided where he wants to go. Yeah.
So what I say.
And at least from what we saw, let's just say he's decided to want to join.
No, he's not decided.
And support.
He's not
sympathize.
It can be the normal routine exercise or in DBA or East Legon.
And not joining.
Kumasi. Once it's a work. Oh, Kumasi. The young once. Or your former senior police officer, no?
Yes, I be an young former president.
Yes, who to make us on the president? Of course. I said, Nana, who to make us on Kofi Boachi near your Kofi. Or that's what president Kufo.
Yeah.
So I say, so our conclusions, no?
They be a walk now, not joining.
Yeah, I feel like walking. Your coach, yeah, Dominic Niachi, Amuti Sizo, Amone, Amon Foko walking. Some men also.
And it is Obia who pictures, say Kofi Boachi di walk, no. Men draw conclusion.
Draw one headache.
Yeah.
So what I say, Udra, a headache. Because NDC say normally for the war.
Ghana for
the what is your problem? So what I say, the men could draw crown work without worry. It was them. What working?
I mean Anto he.
A finance and energy.
Our finances here. So no Minister of State. Or no be replacing.
A Papa Baku Charles.
Your friend Charles Edubua here no.
I mean Anta. That's all.
Oh.
I mean Anta no ye. Obi no onya confirmation is not to two firms me the bar now pim me go ave ye confirm maybe to table no ma na wa who say
that's what finance minister
well we there I feel the one who say at the end of the bad be baso
oh e be baso I mean anta but I mean anta so the rise in politics ni interesting when you say under president Kofo no ye MC or Tama mayor no a Tamale like
I mean Anta.
Yeah, Tamale Metropolitan so no yeah mayor ewa Tamale and go for. And I think Obabe for me ASEP. It is from ASEP no quite deputy minister energy or graduate nya ni PhD near the quite deputy minister energy say our minister of state finance. He's rising very
I mean
fast.
Anta.
The next way no will be quite interesting.
It will be Judy Pentecost for you. Wait, that's all
Muhammad Amin.
What the one postal
no, I mean Anta. Or powerful.
Maybe the Ghana for be the more cases.
Oh yeah, Bebaso.
You feel the whole name was the same like Amin Anta. Okay.
But this is not a Nook secretary so.
Amin Anta no.
What system the match no a Nook secretary.
Okay.
But you say obe name ne rise near very interesting.
Amin Anta.
Amin Anta rise near very interesting.
I see.
Yeah. Now ukrum ni owo
where
health minister.
Oh, no, dear, Sammy, so dear.
Nana or Wariana, and a marriage anniversary.
Or Sepenoka.
No marriage anniversary.
Or Sepenoka.
Domi, Mum Pesa detail.
Help
me, no worry.
There be most
the video be making.
I make us say, no, Mamma, yes, sir, no worry. Waria, no.
Or that's what health ministry,
Oh, in some of my candy, you be media, and you're careful. Maybe be the Mema Cassie. Or more information beyond. Oh,
no, send them. Send me body one by one.
Become needy send your
or health ministry. Dr. Okoboy way.
Well, Okoboy was
the birthday and row.
The birthday and ra. Yeah, me also bobo football. No more than papa. Hey, Doctor Boy.
The birthday and Dr. Bernardo Koboy. Or NHI hospital.
NHI for no. Hey. Na nkomo na me media ban na fe do wa Jeffrey me.
Na say me dey kwa another level.
I see.
Names
if you admit that maybe changes na me kind.
Kojo upon kroma wey.
Kojo ho. O he keti amon e video bi a eno so nama. No o hwe kojo anyi mo program bi asese say agojo. Wani mo nya me fe. Aden.
Kojo upon kroma.
Wo ko bi contest.
Yeah, nkofo mienu na e contest.
Is me kra na me di 20 years of parliament no. Me kra ye contest me MPP no. Enimade ye pa rezo. O ka kire kojo.
Kojo upon kroma.
Yeah.
Owo ho.
Okojo ho.
Na ayi Yusuf Mustafa wafi Cote d'Ivoire naba.
Na dia na unsu ne ye kitewi.
Wafi Cote d'Ivoire naba.
Na me ma be kan se machiro wi. Aveda wo no. Wo wa Jeffrey manum de sad me ko gyina ba bu.
Yusuf Mustafa fi Cote d'Ivoire naba.
Ba se no akra no. The spokesman chum.
Yeah, ne aid ne be kasa.
Aid. Yeah. Aid ne so be kasa.
Yusuf Mustafa.
Amomu issue. We should come back for a holistic approach to the challenges in the.
And you see, from Mustafa fi Cote d'Ivoire naba. So no youth and sports.
Yeah, no youth and sports.
And also Kojo upon kroma so.
Yo, me tell me KTM on kra wonu na. O keka as in anima ebosa bisa.
Wow. Now miracles was a maintaining can't you?
Oh, underground. The last time I checked, no in a Tiffy man temobe.
Dennis Miracles.
Or say or Jana di or.
Eh.
Matisse also be in Kutu factory.
Dennis Miracles.
Yeah. In Kutu.
And the information ministry wants to know Kojo na wo say.
Kojo na wo information.
And the deputy.
Yeah, Obano. We dey
Fatima to Abubakar.
Enye Obana amaka na.
Wow. And the Dennis Miracles were around. Me tell you catch.
But what are all when you say?
O say.
We are saying.
Omanhene Kwabena Asante.
And they say Christ at work and Paul.
It was a Dennis Miracles at Wajo. And I could join upon information ministry.
Fantastic guy. Are fantastic guys.
Wow. Wow. And the next week, Chrome have bed.
Yeah, make nice. All the make copy would be come many beji. Okay.
Names in the door.
Okay.
A bit interesting. Hey, Madame, for you, so maintaining catch you. Your friend is saying Rocky or Bing.
Yeah, Rocky.
Western North.
Western North.
When you know I'm a senior was St. John's School.
Now, okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what called Western North. Why are you,
Hey, they say they also can somewhere near you.
Why are you, Rocky or Bing?
That's where then I don't know. You to not see the Labancana because don't can't idea.
Rocky or Bing? Yeah, I heard you, man. I heard you, Western North, but he's done very well.
Rocky, no. Hey, too much support, you know.
Oh no. Oh man, I say name be my boy happy.
Now what did you?
Purpose so me but name be I
did be our boy.
When you now so me more dim be keke just for mentioning sake. But I know what you Rocky amame. Why are there Western
Rocky no.
Yeah. No I'm senior with St. John's and obey me mate with Legon. Yeah. So our contest yes House President with Legon. None the vice here Nana Yawamponsa former Kotoko CEO. Idina one na Rocky and the vice ewo Rocky
Dr. Kabila so chana idina obobo no me na mkofa asem by na afi idina odi attach no a statement a issue no wa attach and as it.
Wow, very interesting. But nyambo now so elections never so
before the elections I say me makacho na minim the enti ambeso be follow. You gave me your word say nyame ya adoma before and after. On set me kind.
Oh, yeah, wait, SML at the end, yeah. Say a president ama extension to your friend is saying KPMG, Ejumana or more air. I think to be fair to everybody involved in this matter, we have to allow KPMG to do their work.
Another week, another 2 weeks. February 18th.
February 18th. Yeah. Because I think they will be seized with all the data and knowing them and what they do. We should trust them somewhere, Juma Papa, for the forward march of this country. At the end of the day, if there is something wrong, as the investigations now by the documentary by portray now, it will come to light, and then we all know. I think we should allow KPMG to do their work.
Okay.
Yeah, right. We should allow KPMG to do their work. Unfortunately, or fortunately, President he due to the call of GRA.
Judgment that we were because there's a binding contract between the two parties.
Yeah, there is. But at the end of the day, they said the contract has not been cancelled.
But it's on hold.
Yeah.
Now, when they lose you, they say when the monitors are almost no more.
Said the president has been furnished with the information. Said if we suspend, this is the consequence.
But the question is huge amount of money.
Yeah, the president says it should still be suspended until, let's say, unfortunately, an executive presidency.
I don't have a challenge, but because na down mama Brazil na because offshore on the surface almost say enyunugu and the person says and
the GRA has made that case note to the president and the president says that
should
be suspended
18th of February
to time KPMG baby omajuma.
Okay.
Maybe
onim the entire.
Yeah, maybe onim the nine ejina so. But any constituency of interest to you?
Well, before your constituencies in Crown, may know there me bia with some of these things in here. Make NDC 4 pennies. Timasa repeat MPP 4. That self-destruction button now. You're pressing now. You're the SSA.
Yes.
Internally. It's happening in the NDC. Now it's happening in the MPP. What it tells us, and as a menu say, national one day it will get dirty. So we need to pull the brakes
December
now. Intimacy. Minimum about 2 hours or 2 no aprakonya. As I said, offer a new mabia enye no kure. E de fore unia ho. Now Jidi say and no debate me aboa amwonye tumi no. Hey, where have we come from? How did we get here? Smear campaign. Distasteful campaign. Campaign now be unse way and your campaign na say me ko gina wa sutifi no fa me Kwabena Asante say ban on the wo ban no oba no si borehole 2 me gini se metime si borehole 9 me gini se metima boa 1990 mu ama Kofi Job ni Alex Boamo ne Joshua mo abeboa ma hokwana na ban on so aba Kwabena delegates musmun tie me be say ni se ye free system ni mu yade nyina sisi ye dey attack nipa yade nyina ye dey attack nipa yade ye yirenom ni ye kununom ni ye ma ni nyina attack nipa ye classify certain groupings of people.
It's sad.
Nyoma bi anipa bi enyeye ni nyina no ye keka to nipa so ene kwa da mu fidie na aba na mo se friend de no yetimi ko ye bibi basa bi na de Kwabena Asante abeginem na ade no cassette se de Kwabena
Asante na kasa no
na edin bebreba
asemu
timi de mekoso apili abato bre na ye press button na ye de say ye ho ye ho no
ye say empa che
ewia na ye say empa ye ho cho na ye obi it's not real. It's not real. So it won't me bu apayom nti tron to obi so ni tron to Kwabena so na we are wasa baba ka be ka che Kwabena na obi say we dey say one say election about 20 no enya dey because kasa ni bi o meka to so no e da ho kopim say obewu ope power no say dien etimi pepa I'll continue to appeal to political parties and politicians and journalists. We all are major stakeholders. And then, especially the Electoral Commission won't come on. Because the kind of interpretation is spin any propaganda sometimes omu nyina pay free IPAC ba any part 80 posts at 10 pena for IPAC for position meeting na mo ama say IPAC for mu nyina mo conclude say asempa colors e white
obia ka different color
so the country is now breeding very dishonest, and not just dishonest too, courageous, dishonest people.
Yeah.
Very courageous in their dishonesty.
Yeah.
Very bold in their dishonesty, in their lies, in their untruths, in their fabrications. Very bold. People who can speak lies. That is what the country is now breeding.
It's true. It's true.
It must say, especially in Ashanti region. Oh, let's say the campaign. Aqua. Who the free sabre we kona yenya MC nya bra o naked picture kra o swimi wo yim kra so do some pempen so
omo de beba.
Here beba.
Yeah.
But what do we need the power for? To come and change the status quo and improve the complaints that we have. Na Ghana for do na ho hare omo. And now what? To come and amass wealth or to abuse us or to have a certain power and think that because you have that power, nobody comes closer to you? What do we need power for? To change people's life? To better people's situation or what? What do we need the power for? If indeed, these are the positive mindset in the corporate power in India, our approach to getting the power is wrong. But say, yes, other aspect in the to amass wealth, to always be with women, buy cars, and then you, family and friends, that is how we approach it. That is why, and then, BM Shime. So, because we spend 8 million Ghana cedi, 10 million Ghana cedi, 6 million Ghana cedi on a parliamentary primary.
Just to become a member of parliament. And
my uncle assemblyman was spending 400,000 cedis. I was one of the
for assembly election. Assemblyman. 400,000. That's 4 billion.
I say, Oti, or so rented.
Hey.
Now say, says Carunya free, or say, me Mashale fans from friends. So I'm saying, if you have the energy
to marshal and our rented nine.
And our rented nine. It would you 4 billion. Oh, yeah, we are begging for your own crown. You was all the quasi BT in. But you who pass, what be it is a poku trading cracker. Who says, oh, you're smart, but what a boa waga any young crying now. Because assemblyman. The status of an assemblyman now. Kiosk now, but says you and our assembly meeting is now bekono. And where are you going to get that
400,000? That's 4 billion. But man, it fits into the bigger. It was a CDDA report being announced, I think last year or last 2 years. Now, almost how much political parties are spending on general elections. Unim said, for a country with a GDP of around 72 billion, man, to successfully campaign and win an election in Ghana, we here in excess of $100 million. $100 million US. And you ask yourself, say, where do those monies come from? Because at the end of the day, $100 million just for the elections. So. And there's a country with a GDP of 72 billion. $100 million for one election. How?
And all the presidents, Atamils, Nyamin for the crazy, John Ejekum Kufuor, Your Excellency, Boy Mwasi, former President John Dramani Mahama, President Yachia and Yasachia Nanado, to almost all the presidents of this land, no, Ubia have a say or a conversation around a look at how
political party funding. I mean, how should a party spend $100 million just for the elections?
A money making machine. We are beneficiaries of that money making machine.
Yeah.
Because they be America. Say me koto abapa na me hwe nia no maba to time so a. Otinifi was koto was ma to you. Ye call France no moto. Who say je say ayibia ni obi edi ni dwa kra wa to you okọ baby.
The whole country comes to a standstill.
Yes.
Santa Claus democracy. And then they buy every 4 years. Every 4 years, ya pesca, ya chicha, and then we go. We are waiting for the next 4 years as Santa Claus. Santa Claus, best
how can we live like this? It's your Obiadwini see election year. Obiadwini and say only the wasisa koko bottle. And a gunechi.
Or trains of cocoa in the baby.
It's the cocoa in the begum san or the cosa keke. So, and especially
when parties raise that much, 100 million, to say assemblyman, or no committee 400,000, or no assembly, do you think they focus any way how to help electoral area?
Oh,
per contract or the better I can that's going to go free.
Yeah, it's not catch say. Apart from say elections every day are quite expensive.
Yes.
The danger ahead of us as citizens of this country is that it will get to a point, Obi a Ghana biano until political party now obey active partisan person on Ghana because now we all have to go to bed. Now I'm sure especially in these elections a man genuinely pepa di anim kan kwa de bra bruso both sides NDC MPP bra bruso and somehow would do in this country oba person free sa kusua a break out of it e ba bonte be adefo and your mind dey for oba no te say mo maami a covid obey ya mate say o call
Swedru
there be a Dominic
okay. Trobo Amasama. Hey,
Dominic. Mama no call a Trobo Amasama.
Until Gloria. Until Gloria.
Correct the kind of campaigner Omoyeditia and the party for no. And I don't want to push out those words. And I wish her all the best. What Trobo Amasama.
Hey, Trobo. So much him.
Trobo. I wish her all the best. Gloria, Uso, whatever. Your baby obey a man yourself Ghana be said or yasho. That is the word. Mean to us be. Mean to us be. We are pressing that self-destruction button.
Sorry.
So what I say, why do we continuously do that? The disregard and the disrespect and the dishonesty, the lies and fabrication. In terms of a free sabrea, a copy mechina, I much better. And you may be just a political party, MPP, primary, parliamentary primaries. You know, you'll be amazed.
And you ask yourself, say,
you'll be amazed.
To what end?
You'll be amazed.
No, man, despite all this struggle every 4 years, parties, they be the machinations after way. If the real intention is to come and serve, our man, say, your friend is saying this company. I've forgotten the name. We issue a report. When the report says more than 80% of Ghanaians earn less than $200 a month. More than 80% earn less than $200 a month. And $200 is saying 2,000.
Yeah,
2,200 a month. More than 80% of Ghanaians earn less than that.
Less than 2,300.
Yes, more than 80%.
Working force,
sure. And we are a poor country. We are a very, very, very poor country. And that's why the conversations near there was engaging, you know. And yes, we are a very poor country. We are a poor country. If you have less than 80%, earning less than more than 80, earning less than $200 a month.
We are me plumber.
Yes.
And then
yes.
And the surgery is 6,000 Ghana cedis. Ubaji say Nebusia for be 80 no makan in abum no. They couldn't even raise 2,500.
I mean, we are very poor.
This is a critical situation.
We are a poor country, Charlie. We are a poor country. The people are very poor.
If the working force,
yes.
More than 80%,
less than 200 yes, Ghana cedis. 2,300 Ghana cedis a month. Now, the average family in Ghana, and a family, is put at bare nipa 5, like a group of 5. You understand? Or more, how much they spend a day less than 11 euros. 11 euros, you're saying, man?
Euro be 8 something, eh? Oh, really?
Yeah. 11 euros. Inti, I don't know. Cheba nipa 5. I will be saying.
No.
It's a terrible system. If we don't focus on those major issues,
Obi. Say ya appeal. Adia de bia ba ebi no so enti asia. Omoni ye ham no. Ya appeal Magana for so say yen oman mu fo na nkasa no ye wo asodie bi say ye boa amanyofo no yetimi ka no kretcho mo say
put them right.
Yes, yetimi ka no kretcho mo say
focus on the real issues.
Ye ni hospital e betimi e covid ba abema ya dapa bia dedi yen yiri ye ho ma ye hospital no ntimi nimu na wie peyo afa sika ni bi nti kakra na ebenya na ye de boy ho bra yen careful yen titi a certain lifestyle so as ministers, as citizens, as whatever na yen timi fit into the next level ye person ye come. If we don't do some of these things and then America, nobody develops a country better than the citizens itself. Because
and I think one of the things we should also push for an efficient state. Your state no inefficient. Oman and what to kwai uko USA. If ye ben abekwa kun USA ya je ho war. Electric fence ne ade ebobo ho. Ba Ghana ha na yakwa kwa say wole wo dan electric fence but you are living good. But it shouldn't be the case. If we have an efficient state, no.
But a measurement of your success.
Yeah.
A Land Cruiser.
Yeah. Land Cruiser. And you will sit down private security. Oh, boka wonsuo ho in the polytank now the be see so kakra. The state is not efficient, and that's what we should push for and make sure say Charlie this way ne in some bini way yeah. And I hope say we can stay true to this course and make sure that this 2024 elections a be different and then we hold
that is why we make
conversation should be
we said that make say me GJ president so Ebeka say the stakes are high me say no you be see stakes na high if you unique shrunku akwan nyina so but stakes no for on fan chairman so okoka say higher na every day e gumu nchini na e gumu nchini na high na be nti be na highest na afi de nyina de jam but unique the uniqueness is that we expect this current electoral commissioners or electoral commission for them to display what we call openness, truthfulness, honesty, patriotism, love for the country Ghana. Because when Ghana goes down, you also go down, and you suffer the consequences even much more than here. The uniqueness of this commission is say, "Munsha mama abato we nanso free say abato we there." Oh, ebeya kono because abako semuno. Where you record will be a person or breaking it's a man dance. It's electoral commission for a semo, Munyamojume. Yaba a bamba. Yaba said bambo Jumekuno, especially when in community say, Yen pass Rafo in tem, Yen pass Rafo in tem. Let us equip our police service to the fullest almost. Na bia na esusu se sakasakaya na hoye ana bia ye to bia no bambo for fully equipped and highly knowledgeable on the reasons why they are at any point in time supervising a voting exercise. Now for players nanka say woman no me amekoto aba wa okoto aba yenti asese abato no nhye da ho said ye kwa asimfo so bibia mu da ho asin not bibia mu da play no ya je ho bibia woni tuase odi aba ni ukoto di awia onyu bia odi be gina ahoma na chi ho enye ntokwa enye ono sekan eni tuo
Oman even to be fair I think but for the mistrust amongst political parties and the electoral commissions also in terms of the measures they go akwan to make sure see a free, fair, transparent election. I think Ghana ranks among some of the best in the world.
But Obi, say fititi
but because of mistrust, the level of mistrust.
Because as you see, UTA said no. General Secretary for the new Patriotic or say, we was on the question on the ink, the indelible ink, or say, thank you the biometric system now, but once the system checks double voting and other criminal activities whilst voting, almost subscribe to the proposal by the Electoral Commission on the indelible ink matter and coming in use. Suspicion based on reality is that your machines do na akwa na e dey aka e be wie no ana etimi ya manifest say on say dey call from antem ni nyina aje on say sentiment dem dey nyina dey e adwuma so those are the levels what to say and your money nyina am back am be gina ho yi a near the sa me suspect say obi de ono de ono afa baby that ada kra no oba ye nyi sa de nyina mfiri wo anwene Ghana ho a every move, every step, and then our again plead with the lead communicators of both political parties. Almost 70 be obi. Me say nyame ndo me akukudro ene nukredie as journalist. Na yentimi stop most of this politicians are poisonous languages, divisive languages. Egu ye kasa fidie nim. Na buapayom omu wi omasaka sorry. Because akwawi it will not me that strength to look at their faces and tell them that this is a lie. This is not needful. This is divisive. This is tribalistic. Because if we also don't sit up and get ourselves prepared for election 2024 because of its uniqueness, if we don't maintain a certain standard, the politician or Shians will always take advantage over your weakness to get what he wants to get at the expense of majority of us as a people.
It's true. It's true. And I said we pray for that grace, that strength to be able to chart this course. Very, very important, especially for this year, because of the uniqueness of the election and the fact that where we are as a country, we are not in a very good place. Into 2024, should not be business as usual, because we think take it time since 92 till now, we are almost approaching 40 years on this democratic journey. 40 years almost. And the returns are because among them say 40 years enough. That's over one generation. One generation and an echo in our democratic journey.
And I say
in one generation, say in China from 1978. Xi Jinping say when he take over he was able to move over 800 million people from poverty in one generation, in less than 30 years. That happened. And yet 30 years. Of course, we can have the argument around and this 4 years at the end and I say should we have one administration in place for a long time to ensure, but we've gotten over 30 years.
But measurement be we've
gotten over 30 years.
Come back say in 30 years, Ghana for the door send or multi survival 30 years in business. Ghana for the door.
And it's on every level. There is that failure in this. From the governmental level through corporate Ghana to individuals, failure no error need to. And that's why I think the state itself, and we have to. The inefficiencies of the state now affect you. It affects almost everybody. On mindful because individuals they run a business, there is a problem. We are not even able to sustain businesses for one generation. We need to be a bit more serious. We need to be a bit more serious.
The biggest challenge how we got to this point, as if we all looked on unconcerned, not really bothered, recklessly, helplessly, and we are getting into a hopeless society, which we will never get there. But how to bring back ourselves to the reality that we can still make it. Their money down, so to say. We continue to be blessed day in day out by trading upon lithium nabano. Lithium home for for minor. Is it going to be feasible that we can feel that the presence of lithium or assassin?
No, we cannot feel it because we don't. The resources but we don't control it.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's the challenge.
That's what I'm saying.
Until say you control it, benefit was when you're free, because at the end of the day, say lithium form. There is a process I also will go through to get the lithium. That process, the country claims Niska to make that initial investment. It is Obi yes high investment now. You can't.
Well, Obi, but let us still believe that Ghana and it as well. Maybe I am still seeing a leader who will be generational, who will think beyond today and put in the systems and mechanisms. A bit me abuama Ghana for and a Ghana for the building in RTS. Unyamini Ukraine and Fasona.
The challenge with that is 4 years. And that's how share your budgets more. Share your budget. I wouldn't say your medium term 3 years. To hear budget, you can minister back okay medium in the medium term. Yeah, 3 years. But really, how can you in the medium term 3 years and they were short term here?
But that's what I'm saying.
Short term here, this are
these conversations. These conversations. Obakaya, me catch us a
4 years.
Me catch us a honeymoon. You be limiting.
Yes.
Until say you be sister ya adwene ne emra. Na aka kire say bia ye nyina ye nsi posi ye be ko 5 6 7.
Yes.
So what you say?
Yes.
Ne hu say obi betena so a owo mfie mako enso de nyame anim ne kure ni.
Yes.
Wentimi ama a change amba, but it's the same thing that we have enjoyed, but still we see less.
Yeah, but and soon impo. And my main question make say 78 na Chinese president your friend no Deng Xiaoping. Omudini e bibi o.
I say no mo to chance in what dey ba na ba.
Dem make say Xi Jinping the current president.
Two DBS chance in chino what to Deng na akoto and there was
Deng Xiaoping. Was a Chinese revolutionary and market socialist who served as paramount leader of the People's Republic of China from December 1978 to November 1989. Now, manje, unim say Obabe president who was 74 years. He was 74, and from 78 to 89, he was able to move over 800 million people from poverty. 800 million. From 78 to 89, how many years? It was less than 30 years. But he was able to achieve that.
Now, Obi.
And it'll take you over.
Now, wait, the next one we are Jamaica. Madam, oh, very good.
Better not say, better
not. No, be me crown him. Joe Mama. Oh, wow.
Na book, man.
When I'm going to cook, Marcelo. What kind of support will be given to these businesses and companies by government in order for them to operate 247? The next NDC Mahama government will create an enabling environment for businesses and companies to operate 247 by providing an atmosphere of improved security and public safety. 2, providing cheaper and reliable electricity. No, the air can was now there. When come away, and your person. You do a fee abatua yebetu. Yaka 247. Ya challenge musa makofa krata extra says frequently asked questions. And most of the sanchi na.
And so we put there communications bureau no issue.
But this is what we can take them on. Now we're breaking it down, my. It is a me fa we na me tinkani na we are. Then I'll come in. Say, Eric, ahano de munchire mu ye because ya adwene mu no enye feasible e be na matimi akire mu enti e good enti we me de ba ko e good, very very good. Let me applaud the NDC Communications Bureau no for bringing this out so that obia o person kinkan na o question mu no wetimi kinkan ahead of time etimi question mu say I we mentia say I we e minimum nya adwene so what I say enti we are hopeful say you be on this tangent. Yeah, we are very, very hopeful.
We'll go through. Your questions be here.
If you want to say, well, say, Ketia, now they need Tintamo Wiswa, only she can go very small to me. So, what would be John?
Say, a bill or ha, baby, or more. We can still raise questions.
Where your chance, in
the Ebusa,
where your chance here, but to your Yampia.
Oh, of course.
I don't know, not here. Because when I said to me, question beyond the they say, this Nibia Babet Nabiano. Myself says simple. Me fire frequently ask questions. Who be Chemimu, it would to Yampia and fat because one I do was no,
me, and so be a Mekawa has sometimes the amount of insults not thrive and say, you create space for reasonable conversations. And also may blame media and also kakra. Sandra, we also sit and wait for the politicians not to set the agenda and then we follow. And I think if we take a document like this,
very important.
Now you start reading a line by line. Let's start to say, okay, I see, for example, what kind of support will be given to these businesses and companies by government in order for them to operate 24/7? Number one, you're providing an atmosphere of improved security and public safety. What does that mean?
Exactly.
And say, it looks like an omnibus will be at all. And when you say improve security, I see it saying, police for and to give us those details. And then we do this, we are having a conversation, which is better.
Problem here for you. Did you tell my young up here kutia because at that same point, you know, who NPP, you know, so only can't be a year to the Abusu Assembly and the whole the measure on this over 2000 film watching. The why you know, me know be con pepe or no. So what's the point? I say. Anyway, I
say. Rapti say OTA was Storm FM. Was Sunyane. In the them was Storm FM. But me pacho me na me war common word. Na me roommate be a friend of Waxy Bomba.
You know say?
Waxy Bomba.
Waxy day.
Bomba. Oye bruta.
Who do be a bruta? Waxy Bomba a bruta.
So I don't know. Ukrom ni o Sunyane. Waxy Bomba. I was a Rapti on Ghana was an extra. Sure.
Waxy Bomba.
Nipa be 2 or 3 and na GD will leg those times.
Waxy Bomba.
Waxy Bomba.
That be a sound be ja.
Okay. Oh, solid.
Waxy Bomba.
Oh, brother Yankopon. Tell Waxy Mitchell.
Omanhene.
Yes, no way that's not because we pa minim even in opposition now law a suit a jacket suit nku wo mu srade wo mu say de ne wo ba power dia obi me ka bia obeche to the later suit o che
o my na suit am se do na so no na de ba o obi
no ku sie mpia wia na me hu na che
Safisha.
Yes, Safisha papa
na me twem na
very
na onim say o say o ko Sunyane bia flight straight to Sunyane
no de nyamia ni die
obi na den
de nyamia ni
is am Sunyane so na Sunyane mo ho atomo pa
o de bi Sunyane
na he na o de nkomo
de bi Sunyane kwa no ni ma me ka se mo de na ba bontin about say ya ye Sunyane na because Sunyane
airport na
me call Rapti honom no we there bi me 20
airport na airport na o ya ka do chi fo Regional minister
airport doesn't okay.
Eti ba me chia transport minister. Ye ka say ni your bad form. O ja me at next Friday. Wako ka we ba me chia breko. Ma me chia transport minister. Dem nya fo kwasi ama. We de yakọ kese pa na me de ma. Ye ka say unua ye bad form. Unua ba Madam Agnes Pokuya, Madam Agnes Pokuya, ye ka say other form. Erade mouse ahode no nuanum nyina na montimi nkokata na chi na adma efiada we dey enemy.
Yes.
Ana era kana shigbe mejiri say okay, operation na no tum.
Kana shigbe.
Era kana shigbe. Operation boy na edi.
Yeah, kana shigbe. Oh, and your mom friend.
Yeah, betum sisi ya. It ma me transport minister there no.
Sure.
Ni nua ba the late Mame Madam Agnes Pokuya, we from Akosia Pokuya. Na ye no hihye no. Efiada 2nd February ewo eye Dencha Dominacy funeral ground. Said na tumpemu eye ho 3rd February. Na fi memedane atenase wo Dencha Dominacy. Na fi ye na ye no hihye na fi yakọ eye ewufusom no Dencha Dominacy Christ Redeemer Church. Yakosi no so ono cemetery. Na atenase said it's eye Saturday na ye memenda 3rd February no. Ewo Dencha Dominacy funeral grounds 1 to 6 p.m. Yakone na ase som so ewo Christ Redeemer Church Dencha Dominacy 9 Dominacy. Yes, start of phone nyina say wonen kotai eye nimnyafo eye
transport minister Kwesiama
echi ebera ni nua ba the late Madam Agnes Pokuya.
The last time you need din komo I know say Bwankra no moye
wanya se omoye otwem wo we dey apart from say Sunyane dey no me call ya
enya ye fon yare ni yare in ube but honorable Boachie Jakon, former energy minister, also Obi, restoring good governance is the first and necessary step in restoring our democracy. Essentially, the question is how we make our institutions and processes come alive and work for the people of Ghana. Warm regards. Thank you, Honorable Yadase Papa, for coming through with your thoughts. Lot and lot of other messages here. But Eric, ma Kwaba.
Na sampa kwa no ho se bako isen
se de tira dana se de kra nya kra
uwia ma me
se contract be ani kwan ne so
uwia ma nyina ye na so ne frɛ ofa you na no ye bo na ba so you cannot ana o sa gina so ka se o attack bono hafo ana eye bono is ana hafo
na se o pia o ko eja
da bi mo ha se wo no lawyer de mentantwe mo
ko ja me obenya problem
da bi na me ka ba sabam
dis ya friend is ya me kwan me krom kwan
no problem
how many kilometers
oh yam fan is about 20 kilometers crowd maya Adam suit to sampa
mo encourage ma o mo ba abatu especially mu nua ba na LLM girl on the first,
Beatrice Anna.
Yes, more encouraging because the other time I saw an attack.
Now Beatrice or parliamentary ambition. The
other time I saw an attack on her. It's battle now, press and your health. Meaning I have a certain likeness because of the way she did in common. So what you say? Into woman in this uncommon. Mama me attack and I show and I will go see and then him tantanta and then so what is all this? What is this? Is it is it a part of development? Well,
say abrabo mu no. Say Yankopon dom wo no de wo kwa. Obi nim wa hyase na okasa ya. Enti me obi di matem social media ya de en ha me back because me na minim baby me free.
Yeah. It's true.
Baby me ni da me ko. And na minim da me drug baby me ko. Me che Beatrice enra no kan.
So nya LLM financial market.
Me am a boss Eduji Tamaklu. Ono so ka ho. O no mo dos ye commerce no. E do mo nyina ase nkakra. Obi. Na aja official me fa hada. Na me twem na me so de aye de se me ba fie na me chia me no pen. Ba me show. Krata na me. Oh
no where dey make na say me makan dada. Me say same de send me.
Di a sheda me akọ print dia we dey bia de jawa adwuma mfa nko fie.
Mate.
24-hour economy no. Obi insunsan so papa e wo mu ne nyema pa e wo mu no si ye ka se ye chiremu amagana fo atiase a Ghana fo be hu nyema wo but I believe strongly say ye juma was here for this 2024 elections
is to explain
yes ye be magana fo atiase because do na understanding na bi o mu nim de ye atini de ye ti ye be obi na Black Stars cover boy me say mo betena na mo ka ho nsem say
oh yeah ya ka ho nsem say
Black Stars no omo level ben
say sisi ade sisi omo free tournament nim
omo ba
omo ba na eyi nti omo ba ye no FA na pam coach no na
menti yo
Black Stars go FA na pam no
so na FA ne de ho
FA ne de ho
okay
nti omo pam no omo FA na set committee se committee ne hwehwe new coach
committee members ne ahwan mo
no mo say Mike Ado vice president FA vice president ka ho
okay
lawyer A Sankoma ka ho
Sankoma MPP
lawyer A Sankoma ti o si de lawyer A Sankoma your friend is saying Bella Betiencha lecture Ankoma me ba cho onye MPP Mr.
Okay
in the lawyer A Sankoma na your friend is a Professor Minta so ni Professor Minta or is a sports psychologist and former player is it Jemfi is it
Safu Jemfi
Safu Jemfi the obey kotokosi Safu Jemfi eka ho and I think chief director at the Ministry of Youth and Sports
coach ni mo mu na enye yes sir
sa no mo se coach ni nti o mapam coach no
na o mapam ket ni team no ana mo de omo ho omo de omo ye omo bo omo mo de Obi the problem in Ghana Black Star me football person but manage football me dey me hu ni say ye coach asemo nti coach no kọ na okọ no so now the question is the different coach by different players na eba na
Dabi say you be catches on forming the team this one the
same players GFA for no ka say coach ni nya wa anya omo so ono nkọ na omo mu ntena honestly speaking GFA den ka osi egu no yes you dissolve the whole GFA budget na ba minister or the atudwa
Dabi
ade no mfa ntudwa
eno de minim
ye na ye de ye man obi ye na ye de ye man na ya to aba yi mampani na wo ya ye wo soafo ye si di anim kodwa wo ka kire ye se wo nu kodi dwa wi na obeba bebo ya mane na wo kɔ no de wa budget ana o budget ne kra wo se yete what bi da nti ayanya ye mu bi motete ya say $25 million na mo budget ya me de koto me wo be hwe insult na manfo e be sin the minister watimi aba abonten abeka say ye the 1,000 Ghana na kwa Ivory Coast and the Ghana belongs to Mustafa and GFA for no so ja okọ ho ne kati na grubum omo ye brothers is omo to say look man in Alaska into who say kati tekona no so obekọ na Mustafa so chire that is what they are doing there. Compromise people on the good GFO. And you are telling us we the taxpayers and they say, yeah, my coach in uncle. Now Montana, what are they doing? tournament ye ko twa tro kan me de ye me yakra ne 2 goals na ye di kan hye no ene ka de momo no hye 2 nansa ne ye ntete obi last one de nka me call off
aka who ya collapse
just say me ni age to the levels na do 90 minutes na me say o me de me hwe bi me ye me koda iti me dampa no so na me ti go na me hwi ye me say de ba kon aka me ba ya sa atija oh ena me kopa tade hye na me san betena ase obi me san to han nkofo na tika no enti mo gigi ani sa di kan hye 2 ama na kodu ene nka mo mo ndi kan hye 2 eduru 90 ana nka eso ya te na amaye na ye ra ho no na nka enya ani je na mo de broken heart nko a ye bedu ya mo si coach ne momoden masa ket o momoden wo se ye pamo no hwe I am telling you the gospel truth kwasi antechi administration ono say connection man asem ne bai oye far better than Ket.
Hey.
Oh yes. Na kwasi antechi Black Stars ye no ne Ket dinam kroma no this anyom be no this no what's the name of the track?
Oil in my head.
I know Hannah boy.
And guy you friend Black Sheriff.
Black and the GFA president Adani Atis and one in nam no to ne nsakos where do man no. Look at Black Stars. Obi.
Na so we are say GFA the association.
Association the association no outside Ghana. Nyemra ne ma kwan say o say freedom of association e dey keka ho. Na then no mo ko mo fa GFA for dues na sponsor Black Stars enko. This is how it was a started conversation no Obi. Black Stars belongs to we Ghanaians. Enye GFA for there anameboa.
Sure.
Momo ye hwe so mame te say the obi si ne dan no wie na o se hwe chirima no. Na o kwotena dan no mu awafa. They are now operating Ghana Black Stars as their private properties. I don't know. And nothing positive is happening. Obi, my question to Mustafa Minister, Sika sign out the Cote d'Ivoire. Obi, menu Sika o. The minister no what guts. Sasa atro kanon muko try no budget kra wan fa nto ye ni besi ne. Yentimi mie ya no nka say the budget is say na kwa every coast. What sort of people are we dealing with? Mon sign you obuo magana for. Mo ba ya mo be psyche. Enti ya pa mu coach on na ye problem. Coach on na no bo nine. Huh? Ana keeper no bo no de nsa ko kan no coach ni na kire nso ko ye. The whole Black Star setup e bianye
Semper FM.
Songo won. I thought that one was split venoms. Me penase mpa be thought that nsem no be a hash. But Oman no man who say baby edru no say mpanimfo no ye ni bi mu atem omu ntie de ye ka.
Atem de de.
Do me ni atem. Enu na mebunu no che. No, I know. Enu na mebunu no ko social media pe. The only thing I want to insult because ye drew level like hu ni say o ka asem kire pani bokwa onfa. And now kana wa no ye den so esi umu ade. Obi honestly speaking, the Black Stars they Ghana for komuno. Na no ni nipa omo pressure bas ro kruma. E normal te sika koto yare. Ye sponsor o se kobobo hye ye nimonyam ne ye ninye. Ade be china dodo na pressure cause why? What is wrong? Ket ye besre adwuma na nya by force o. Ontimi nya won fanto. Na me de ye me ya ne se omai say ye se okon no post.
Yes.
Okon the contest no. Oye ya ma yi ba ko na oka ho no free. Se waje na ni so. Nya de okon na ode abai.
Enye onu na ye me yi.
Oh, omunyina na hyehye ase. Oh, na me yeah. Oh. Me minim no ba ko no kura minim no. Ba contest dey me hu so obi ko contest e manage because a contest and a competition ba. Ema obi hu say yes, e wo say me ye me niam yi. But ye de ade ma obi fofofo a ya na enye. So Ket okraku mante ana enye Ket okraku.
Ket okraku.
Mante nka ho.
Dabi okraku mante nka.
Ah mante ni na ye.
Ono ye tourism minister deputy no.
Ono manto aba no so ama no.
Olusui primary no.
Cause last me hwe na gen stop na the world to kasa del na me so awen area. Me chia no. Obi Black Stars omunye bibi mfa ho. Because baby e free ban obi okonkura na se na kane ye bo inter school games na hwe de wan kofu ku omo ho bobo obi okohye omo mu nyina former players obi amobo anko baby anso sa talents na ye woni nyina ye manage ni ye nti ene de Ghana ye ni mu an se o Ghana ni bi bobo kevet or international player na afre no but honestly speaking boys your mobo kotoko na house of folk ni liberty mu obi ogidi se ye campaign kofu we pa gu baby 1 year tournament ben ye de omo be ko omo e ba ne sanso omo my local football no anije bem because ene Ghana player bi obobo bi ane de ne say wo so kwa ma no ne anse wo yeye. But obi obrekum Chelsea. Obi o Division 1 wo Ghana na yetimi afle no akọ Black Stars camp. Okoye wa Bobby like efe. Obi
coach ne committee no me bo safo Jemfi enye sample Opokunti.
Oh, okay.
Opokunti. Former Kotoko player Opokunti. Enti Jarvis Pepra medase papa panyame insho.
Yeah, enti obi media ye besre Ghana fo nyina ba bia wo se ye de ani kopa GF yo. GF na wo so omoti asese enye omo private property. And the fact is
na no draw safo.
O minim no ya me asem ne na kasada.
Oye origin new.
Aye na me na kasada by share in person.
O say Obi, it's unfortunate, but the minister came to Abidjan on the day of the Mozambique match and returned the following day. Tell Eric, we were elected and not appointed.
Oh,
so no KGFA esco.
Me ba minister no ba the day of Mozambique.
Say wa meche wo ho.
Na ade o man plan answer mo kwa na mo da sorry ya na mo call Cote d'Ivoire. What is he telling me? I'm a taxpayer.
But say ye to aba.
And I'm say na ye to aba ma na wadwuma me say ye to aba ma na adwuma we na ye so wani. Is he happy of it? I like him in himself pemasem na no do safo. Is he happy of the Black Stars performance? And you are telling me say me taxpayer na Kendo Foriate passing agi me 15% me koto prepaid no. Ni ati me sika. Se fa koto na wakotwa tro kan we di aba. Ye ko ye nim budget de ko wo betre mu se to aba ma. Na ye se ye fa mosoro na de mu si form. What are they telling us? Master, we are serious. Obi, sika sen ye de ko testing so on kan kire obisa no. Sika sen ye de ko tournament no. Obi, busa no wo de wadamfo no testing sisi no more reply. Busa no say sika sen ye de ko. That is what I'm asking for. So the sector minister, whether he was there for days or weeks, no, that is not my case. My case is sika sen na Ghana Black Stars. Ye de ko Ivory Coast. Obi ye PS no more other African countries. No more ko mo budget bebre dia metodwa. And Ghana Black Star budget and they sponsor Israel for Ntokwa no. A national security issue. And then Black Star budget a national security issue ntimi nka. And you are telling me say me na metua mobile money, metua e-levy no. Obi, me na metua COVID-19 levy 1% timia. Ye di bi hwe Black Star ne say ye to abama. Na me what are they telling us? And then why ye to abama no, ade na munya contribution ko tournament no. Ade nye. Obi sikana Black Stars ekwohye no, they should let us know. We obi ani ntokwa bebu nkonta kire so ye bone. Man penny kra na ye nyina na ye to abama na emre bi so a okomra se bedwafie na wakokan State of the Nations address. O man no ye bobre bebie ye duru na wakokan anameboa. Ono ne ma appointment as a minister. Now we call tournament. You are telling us that only your capacity as a minister and Black Star budget and national security issues into your what's you. What are they telling us? Obi amanfo abre wo krom ha o. Hwe mabu na pay dwuma ye. Budget ankofo we ko we still na Ivory Coast. Etimi ye me krom kwan. And you think I'm happy as a citizen? Huh? Ade na mo mani pa akoma kosoro sa. What is the problem with the team? And your local teams no so na abayman attention akoso. Say GFA o de yes tournament yo mo kusika na da so na yesen.
Uwinia $7 million.
And your budget into a multi budget no. Ubekom na budget a Black Stars dey kono. Times 5 of the money. Now nipa crash ni anya me dey adwena two team of the bet $25 million say ko pay 7 million ambafia. E boko dey. Boko. Obi, boko.
25 million what free.
Me see they should come with the exact figure. That is what we are hearing. Omono fa the actual figure no mra. Nya fe na atije wie no mo kwatena sia ye calculation ya be kan kire you. Eto da eja dodo, eja. Na no do for me chia, I know you likes me. Me pe wasem in person, you know. But baby edru no. German off for no bre. Obi me fi constituency by last week. Ukwohwe me krom kwan pa. Ase ho nka Ghana. Why? Kohwe me krom kwan. Enti sanya ma no bi yehu a na say na Black Stars no kwa. Pains ni eden eba. Enti enye se obi position odi GFA ya to aba ma obi ne ha meme we ye meden amenye football person. Ba sa mo bro football people no yeso yesika na people for need. Enti ye beka asempa. Enti munya kaba na e wo ho na ma yesi ye nkam asem ne ye beka mo asem. And the fact that you say Ghana Football Association Iraq Football Association ye Ghana. Enti hwan mo dia enye ye dia.
The Ghana for an
enye Ghana for na beka mo asem. Mo mpese ye ka mo asem mo nti mo private association na mo nti mo team mo fan ko tournament. What is this? Look at these players. Omujina park in so who the echo. So Obi, you found coach like management team no was suggestion be omuntimi fa mawana.
Omutimi de ma.
Nti omo suggestion be no omo de ma coach na wan fa omo se onko na omo no ntena ho no. Contribution be na omo de ma coach no. Munyina blaster players yes mo ya mo hu agents na mugu camp GF yo. Obi a when player. Nti we player mo bia na adane issue. That is what is happening there. Mitie ukofa sports former player bi betena.
August na him.
The way the man spoke, Obi, you could see say kane no na nipa de akoma ene di team nechi. Because ene nipa no oba no wanya no hu say tam. Nti nya fe no okoje din anameboa. Mukofa say da beef we eba. Ono wanya ne team aba no ni meku no ho magana. Nti obo nyina wasonson ne ho. Abrante ya oboa mai ongo ebi bai. Okoni okọ onko shego.
Inaki Williams.
Okay, so washego. Oba ha washego.
Dabi.
Ade oba ha oni go ma okowa eba. It's so serious and so painful. Because baby o man no mo aye shedru no. These are the things anke betimi ama some feeling bia ba kakra. Obi Ghana ebobo ahwe odo aye wokrum. Na ye refi ho kakra na de anije bia ba pressure wakomu nyina na ekọ. Na mo de mo ko match bia na mo de pressure. Mu lusu match aya de cha mo nko 37 mo nko we ni pego. Boni ben ye dia yemo. Obi me dia me be chia mo. O tena MPP for nso call elections.
Yeah, tena ye omo elections.
Ti ye we share omo nyina wo. Omo mani ye boko e fi asem. We dia wo ye den a mu wia kese ni da manim 2024. Eno nso dia mo ne take bia o Ghana fo nim se hwe ni mu. Enti mu ko share fi esi amoma ne nya asombi. Obi so nim se na mete Tantra Hills.
Yeah, Tantra Hills, yes.
Inti Trobo na mete se na mo kan.
Tantra Hills ye Trobo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. E wanda Trobo constituency. E dey hoso.
Oh, e hoso pa. E seat ba ko NDC ni dey actually this year pa.
Na no ma wi ni da.
Men kaya ba ko sem na sa dey, but ye ni dey actually.
Okay.
But me unim dey enter me to feel. Na patemu a woteti me ba say the whole month na nsuo ma.
Trobo hono.
Yes. Member of Parliament and also a deputy minister.
Moses Enim.
Yes. One may deputy majority whip. Urefi MPP Baba.
Yeah.
Yes, obey whip.
Yeah, it's true.
In so ma Tantra. That is the reason why I left the place. Until then, no lobby deba. Me obane dem me person win. Honestly speaking, because Martina area ho. Me kai COVID ne buy no. Na me shada any mini release. But na nipa obi che nnuane wo ho che nsuo so pa.
Oh yeah only the woman here need
come
over.
Yes, later na me ko say sa woman na one
sure
Moses ani me contest no. Ona na wo che
nnuane
ya sa adoye.
Yeah, it's true.
So meaning say o nipa tema me dey me pese o win. But Moses ani won tweta wo mo number.
Moses ani ma.
Na ultimate na konwa so na mpesu asofo no mu nsu a wo dey onum bi da. Why? Tantra Hills obi nsuo ho asem ana wonim. Obisa do me kwotena ono so otui o producer enso na etu no so what carry you 12 years why your problem when nipa so constituency but am sign to man ono na ye now you sign o montra problem no biem it's so bad unimu ana
honorable Moses Enim
ai them before no show yes contest na how be that na onya contest and I'm say lady ni dia kokodro call
o contest na wuti me yira
me carry you one tiana
Johanna Auntie Gloria but Auntie Gloria need your idea I mean for nothing at all.
Oh yeah, man, I'm
what she did during COVID. Yeah. Oh, some I'm in the interview.
Me na minim so a government appointee cra, but
she was spending bare 150 million a day on food alone.
Yeah.
For a man for that adie no ye nko ade. I mean obi otie kosi say bi akai said during COVID any ma me bi di nkomo na oye aduane eche or the kosi Independence Square ma manfo bi di bi kwa over 150 million every day. She was spending here for almost 2 weeks. That's the woman we are talking about, and I think she's good. She's
yeah. Nti ehon de me de me hu ne say yentoma Moses Enim na say de be ya be wen ne abeye constituency ni no omo number o obi ensuo ho den wo me say wutimi na de ye me yakora ne say boso me so anaga na water for the water bill aba na ensuo ma no ye tua framaka
na say Ghana water na MP de no onye den
na MP wadwuma ne say wo lobby me ye ne mama wo mpesu aso de na waya wo Ghana water Ubio papa and from Uncle Bosumen so near bro air bill. Your water bill from eh. What is this? Until me metes was Yakubi and I'm a jackra, but me who say yes. Or you lose candidate until you are signed by Nanya. I don't believe.
And this year,
oh yes, because no, you see what the woman did. One was a summer 7 pack in the side on.
Yes.
At 10 be able to do every time. Not quite block it. Sa no quite straight if ne one was one on Moko Chedi. I mean, at one time you do okay. Not traffic near so huge. And I mean, Busan almost you who may be a feed and call for petemo. Later, I mean, say what yes, MVP racing. Meaning say COVID no so now. But
James Kwabena Asante 150 million new Ghana cedis, where 15,000 cedis a day. That's 150 million old Ghana cedis, and I'll spend a day on food. You know, 150 million Ghana.
Woman,
yeah, woman.
Wow.
Oh yes, at the time, COVID time, yes, she was spending that much on food for people, just giving it out. On MP.
No way.
Oh, so you know, you're my Ghana, you know.
Nine in the constituency now. Oh, seriously, Tantra Hills are quite so. Say, baby, I'm a tenor, quite obi. No, and yet the man should back up.
Maybe a constraint in this sododo.
And you won't see for my winter me, Edgeman, as a case. And you, beside Dominic, producer, and you're so bad. Obi in Sue, water is life. It is over to me at baby 2 to 3 years. Now, in Sue and to me, I'm continuous, even 2 weeks. A problem. And look at the area, Chimota, Mile 7, Tantra Hills. Like, Chanta. Why? Or more than homework.
Moses and him.
Oh, it'll be a the modern boy in your crack. Now, say we with the connection man for about the highest bidder. We are changing results on that. What is will be in a penut yarding. And to me, we are young one, so yes, deputy minister count. The appearance fee now 4,000, 5,000 per head.
Mamenase.
And echo there, say a colleague.
Yeah, echo.
On also need any or
echo. Listen, as if
yeah, we should know.
Yeah, echo is good.
Yeah, and me and my uncle Collins Adumako.
Yeah, Collins Adumako.
Yeah, we wish them well. Collins is a nice person. Sure. In fact, ocean a contribution in the system. You could see say up and coming. Yeah, more opportunity or more you know. Sure. Or can. Sure. Yeah, we sure money now.
Obi sir, Obi, good afternoon. Tell Eric what he's saying is very true about Tantra Hills. But this year, Trobo NDC, we are winning.
We are winning.
Kwame Olympio, or a former NDC aspirant, Ewo Trobo constituency.
On the chairman Krenyanzu. Hey, serious aspirant Nakazan. And so 70 day new. And yet, as you on MP no qua, with me could do Venus, then bear track, no could ye good if you know on enema. Now, ya a 12 amount there, they are no being ye. Sanya Bobra. And you, Tantra Hills, Tantra Zoo. Hey,
Eric Mamenase. You best answer in Comobio. Why?
Now more okay. Me dem anu si for me is all man and say a few politicians no. And then say bia na we say mommy aka.
Sure.
I support it.
Sure.
And then mo sister stations no more publish fake news no. So ya money o mo nkasa.
Ya ne obi a kasa. Ya ne obi a.
Because na anu adowura mahama mo sister station bi ko di introgu no so say or say oba free SHS. Ya kan say nkwala na o mo university oba mark o mo papers na mahama o ya waek. And I told an answer for no be so casa. More crowd don't have vacation classes because more do someone yet.
Eric, I know when you're about to.
Debbie may ba now journalists are ultimate casse. Obisi or bar, Obesia mark will be our pass exams school. Will be work as huh? Near Timia call yat microphone in them jum. Say President Mahama say, and I'm a cold station was all can and Yapacho. And I'm what do you mean by Yapacho? Well, level na ye drew no. Nipa timu sisi no enti obi e pede be mani timu adwo no kakra enti mu anyame aya mu adom a yedi mu atran konso na chi no always don't be thinking say you always like unimade bia. That's one thing I like about you. Unimade obusa but da bia we say unimu a obi obekọ be bia yenko enti mo so afina yesi mu no yetumufo se mo se ye ba ha ne yenka de mo so mo pa mo so mu hu ansamaka mo so mu bi mu atro no ya do so fake news no munyai why
Eric J. Any attending Canada, Papa Power, Bono Region Deputy Communications Officer, Edema NDC, and a member of the National Communications Team. We'll do this short break. When we come back, and any aspirants be EBD and Como, and the final day of campaign. Inti Collins